It's Madden NFL 23. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 65 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. There he goes left side. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Prescott. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. And they'll run the option here with Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much, as he'll get forward for about a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Prescott. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Deontay Hardy back deep. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returnable here from the 38. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And his throw is incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Here's Hardy set to return. "21 yards. Well done on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And a loose football. And the Eagles have recovered. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Again, it's Elliott. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return, Hardy. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Nifty move. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Touchdown! A.J. Brown from 10 yards out.
And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's had fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
But fortunately, he's able to, and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
64 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. On 1st down, Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, they'll run it with 6. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
The Sanders has got it complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Hurts.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right.
Hurts fumbles it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Prescott.
And that will be incomplete. So we reach
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. 11 yards for number 11.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down and 4.
Hurts.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Sanders. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought. So the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
It's fielded at the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And they will take over first and 10. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Book. That's going to be caught by C.J. Board.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Now Book. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Book now.
This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him.
We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot.
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Book. He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. They run behind center with Gainwell.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again.
He's able to get 6. A nice pick out there.
They created a nice sustained drive
drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff. Coming left is Gainwell.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Gainwell not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
To throw his book.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
They start the drive here with Gainwell.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Again, a run with Gainwell.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys 44. And quickly they get to the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Look from the gun on 3rd down.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. 64 yards on the ground for him so far.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we were grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Steps away. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 4th down.
They're still going to go for it on 4th and goal even after the penalty. No sign of the field goal team.
Play action now. Book.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and